All right, let's do a quick boiling down here of how to do the abstract for your science fair project. I'm going to use the highlighter text here to be able to help us figure this out. There are 4 pieces to your abstract, and this is a real study done by the researchers there, Moreno and Mayer from the University of California, Santa Barbara, on whether or not music and sound effects and things while trying to learn actually helps you learn. Spoiler, it doesn't. But I'm going to use this. This is, I think, a 9 or 10 page document. I'm going to use this abstract here to show you the 4 parts of the abstract that you should have for your science fair project. The first part, and I'm going to highlight it here, this is the purpose of your study. Some people call it the testable question. What are you trying to find? So in this case, this is their portion right here. The authors tested the recommendation that adding bells and whistles in the form of background music and/or sounds would improve the quality of multimedia instructional message. This is what they're trying to find. They're testing the recommendation. So is the recommendation that you do add bells and whistles, or is the recommendation that you don't? In this case, recommendation that adding bells and whistles would improve the quality of multimedia instructional message. So this is what they're trying to discover or find out. I'm going to delete my highlight here. Now the next section of your abstract, and in this case it was right here. The next section explains the design of their experiment. How did you go about finding the answer to this question? Some people call this your methodologies, but design of your experiment or how you conducted your experiment. That'll work. So that's the second piece. The third piece to an abstract is here on the abstract provided. And it's a quick summary of your results. So it shouldn't take very long. In this case, this is just 1 sentence. And then finally, the last piece to the abstract is this last section that talks about, were your results either consistent or not consistent with your hypothesis or the recommendation that you were testing? So in this case, results were consistent with the idea that these auditory adjuncts, in other words, the bells and whistles and the music that they played, can overload the learner's auditory working memory as predicted. So in this case, they were testing the recommendation that it would improve quality, and as it turns out, the results were consistent with the idea that this stuff really doesn't help you learn because it overloads your working memory and you can't retain the information that like you thought or hoped you would. So again, quick review. Let's go from the bottom up because I still have it highlighted here. Were your results consistent or not consistent with your hypothesis? Here, a quick summary of your results from here to here. How did you go about conducting your experiment? And what was the hypothesis or question you were testing? For our purpose, we will have a 125-word abstract. So 125 word, no minimum, no maximum. That is how long it has to be. For our purposes, numbers and anything in parentheses, including dates, if you feel the need to include dates, they will not count towards your word count. Good luck!